Hi, I want to show you how using Bitcoin as a normal person works. This series will come to you in 3 parts. This is part 1, in which I show you what Bitcoin is. In part 2, I'll talk about using Bitcoin, and in part 3, I'll show you how to recover from a failure of your computer. Many of you have probably heard of Bitcoin. That is that money system without banks on the internet, with people mining them, and you have actually no idea how that works. But you have probably no idea how the currency you're using pretty much every day works either. Probably a fiat currency, like the euro or the dollar. Well, you know that there's a central bank somewhere and it gives out money. You know that some entity is printing banknotes, but it's pretty much like knowing that there are miners. You have no idea how a banknote is made. You have no idea how the money is transferred between banks or between a central bank and the banks you're using. And you don't have to in order to use euros or dollars. Not knowing that isn't a problem for you. In fact, those things for the most part aren't even publicly known, so barely anyone knows them. Yet there are billions of people who use fiat currencies daily. So let's take the same approach for Bitcoin. I'm going to teach you what you need to know about Bitcoin and how to use it, and you'll see that it's really simple. In fact, it's simpler than making a bank remittance. So there are miners. Miners make sure that everyone can only spend the money they have. If you're technically oriented, you can learn about how this works in detail. It's great to know and a lot of fun to learn it. And other than about fiat currencies, you can actually learn it, because all of the knowledge how it works is public. But if you're not technically oriented, you'll probably have a hard time understanding any of the technical details. And you don't need to bother about this, just like you don't need to bother about how a banknote is printed. Just be told that there isn't any central entity. Miners are people from all around the world with no contracts with each other. If there was any way they could steal money from other Bitcoin users, people would do it. It's not like with fiat currencies that there are states which make it illegal to counterfeit money, but technically it's possible to do so. No nation protects Bitcoin. Bitcoin has to make sure it's impossible to create new money using math. And math is a whole lot more powerful than the rules of any nation. Rules can be changed to create more fiat money. In fact, central banks cause inflation all the time to steer economies. For them, it's not illegal to create new money, and it's not mathematically impossible either. They can just print it, or in modern days they don't even have to print it. They can just declare that it's there, and then it's there. Something like this isn't possible with Bitcoin. You can easily infer this from the facts that there is no central authority, which means that everyone has the same right to decide stuff, and that the Bitcoin price isn't at zero where it would be if people could just decide that they now own a lot of Bitcoin from nothing. Then you need to know that in Bitcoin money is sent to addresses. Addresses look like this. You can own as many of them as you want, and they don't cost you anything. If you have money in an address, you can spend it. That is to send to a different address. Much like you can send money from your bank account to a different bank account in order to spend it. But other than with bank accounts, your name isn't attached to the address. You don't need to state your physical address in order to obtain a Bitcoin address, other than with a bank account where you have to state your physical address, your identification card, etc. to get a bank account. To send money, you need a wallet. A wallet looks something like this, and I'll explain how to get one and how to use it in the second part of the series. You can click subscribe to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on the second part of future videos, or you can click on the arrow to get to the second part if it's already out. Thanks for watching and